Welcome to episode 11 and why barbecue? I think that's a great one.
Why barbecue?
I get this question a lot. More than you know.
Why barbecue?
Why freaking barbecue?
Yeah, because you didn't know anything about it.
No.
It's not like when you were like, I'm already good at this.
No, and it was actually, I got into barbecue before Facebook, before YouTube. YouTube wasn't
Sorry,
even
it's
around.
called Meta now
Meta. Oh, yeah.
because they're fine people over there.
Did
Meta.
you see that they straight stole that?
Yeah, it's like somebody else's logo.
Yeah, that's somebody else's logo.
Wouldn't you love to be Facebook, though? You just don't have to care about that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
What are you
sue us?
talking about?
Yeah.
We made that.
That company put out a tweet that said maybe since they stole our logo, they could steal our privacy policy too. I was like, ouch.
That's the real burn right there. That one stings.
It was a
Yikes.
medical company too.
Oh, gosh. HIPAA.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
So-
But no, I get this question way more than you'd have thought.
So just so we avoid the why did I pick barbecue? Why don't I ask the questions?
Okay.
And you can just
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
and you can get as detailed as you want.
Uh-oh. I'm on the hot seat.
Hot seat. Did you feel it?
Okay.
It's heating up.
Yep.
Okay, so why? Why'd you get into barbecue? Simple question.
Quit hanging out in the bars.
But you never quit hanging out in the bars.
No, I did actually. Well, so where I grew up, like we hung out in the bars, like that's what you did every single day almost.
Jeez.
Everybody would get off work and go to the bar.
That's what you do.
That's what we did.
It's the way of life.
That's what we did forever, for a long time.
Yeah.
And obviously, I met my wife. We were settling down, had kids, and I was like, yeah, we can't get into this.
Got to do something else.
So
So that meant
I'll start learning how to barbecue.
which takes some time.
Take some time, and I screwed up so much, man. So much. There's nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. That's strong. But there was no,
Like YouTube,
internet
yeah.
to go look up. The internet was around, but it was so early in the game that it was, there was no YouTube. YouTube didn't launch until 2007.
Yeah.
Hard to believe they're only 14 years old.
Yeah, man. That's crazy to think about.
That is crazy. But yeah, there was nothing. So I was like, hey, man, I still wanted to, drink beer and have fun. So that's what I started doing.
Just did it by yourself.
Just did it by
There
myself
you go.
in my driveway.
It's much safer,
Yeah, it's much cheaper. That's for dang sure.
Yeah, cheaper, depending
Yeah.
on how expensive the meat was.
Yeah.
What's the first thing you ever cooked? Do you remember?
A slab of ribs and a chicken.
Was it like baby backs, or did you do like St. Louis? Maybe spares.
I think it was spares.
Spares are the cheapest.
Yeah, it's because they just don't cut them.
Yeah.
But I think I had to cut them in half because they wouldn't even fit in the smoker. So I just cut the whole rack in half, put 2 little half racks in there.
Yeah. Man, how'd they turn out?
Absolute garbage. We ended up throwing them away. I remember my wife holding the trash can open as I'm throwing it all away. It's absolute garbage.
That'll cut deep.
No, that
Throwing
one hurt.
all that away.
Yeah, that one hurt. That one hurt quite a bit.
I tried to start a fire in the fire pit the other day, and all my wood's wet. And I was just out there fighting. I've got little twigs in there, and I'm just starting this fire. And I got something together, but it wasn't warm. It didn't serve a purpose, I told my wife, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take the L on this one.
Yeah.
She's like, does that hurt your ego? And I was like, well, I guess it does. I can't start this stupid fire.
Something about fire, man.
I couldn't do it.
Something about fire. That's when I go get a big old lump charcoal.
Oh yeah,
I'll throw it in there.
I can get that lit.
dried out.
Oh yeah, easy. So we've already answered why barbecue. So now that you've been doing it, what? Have you been doing it 14, 15 years, I guess?
2009, so 12 years?
Yeah.
Going on 13?
That's a minute.
Yeah.
What's the most meaningful thing to you about barbecue?
Oh, man. Golly, the memories. Man, I've been all over this country competing everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
tens of thousands of miles. And I would say the memories, the people,
Yeah.
the friendships that that I've acquired over the years. It's so cool when you see, somebody that started out long ago,
Yeah.
come up with you,
Sure.
or somebody that's just now starting out. It's so fulfilling to see that where barbecue has come,
Yeah.
versus
big time
where it
now.
was. Yeah.
That's fine. That's good. Good memories. Oh, this is a good one. I'm excited about this question.
What's that?
What do you hate about barbecue?
Oh, man.
Well, why don't we do it? What'd you hate about barbecue at the beginning? Because I think it's probably changed.
What I hated about barbecue at the beginning, once again, this is before YouTube, Facebook, barbecue classes, before all that stuff. No one would talk to you about recipes.
Top secret.
Everybody was so top secret.
How about that? That's crazy to think about now.
They wouldn't let you taste their food.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing at all.
Dang.
Nothing at all. Donnie Teal him and Bart would never even let us get close to them. Ask them anything about barbecue. If I was going to rob a bank, I'd want to do it with them two.
They'd keep it tight.
Not rat. But Donnie would do one class once a year, and he would only let like 20 or 30 people in, and people would come from all over the country just to see what Donnie Teal's doing.
How about that? Is he still competing?
Yeah, he still does. Still does.
How about that? Okay, so the beginning, it was top secret.
Top secret.
So
super top secret.
So what do you hate about barbecue now, knowing what all you know?
Well, it's always with anything. You're always gonna get some assholes.
Yeah, would you say if it wasn't for shitty friends, I wouldn't have any?
Yeah, if it wasn't for shitty friends, I wouldn't have any. You're always gonna get those people, and there's a few of those in there. And honestly, like I don't pay no attention to them. I think what I hate about it most though now is the way that I've actually seen like I remember when these people started barbecue and how bad they sucked at it, and then a couple 3, 4, 5 years later they're just roasting newbies on the internet, and that stuff pisses me off.
Huh.
That stuff really pisses me off, is people getting roasted. It goes back to, I told you the story about the monkeys on the banana.
Yeah.
And all they're doing is just creating as much destruction and havoc as they can because they figured something out, or something like
they'd rather watch it burn than.
I seen a guy get dismantled on Facebook because his picture was tried burnt ends for the first time. What do you guys think? And his burnt ends were cut out of the
wrong
flat,
side,
not the point. And
easy mistake.
I'm like, this guy doesn't know shit.
That may have been all he bought.
And the equivalent of stripped him and tied him up and beat him in the middle of town square for everybody to see.
This wasn't our group, right?
No. I
was like, this does not sound like our people at all.
No, we won't put up with that.
Yeah, they would have got so much help.
I don't care how much money you paid. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, you're out.
I'll throw you out.
Yeah. That's not what this is for.
No, that's not what this is for. But I've never forgot that guy. That was years ago. But I just never forgot that guy. And maybe the guy was coming across as, as a know-it-all. I don't know,
Yeah.
But I just never forgot that. I thought, oh my gosh. Don't piss off a bunch of barbecue people. They will freaking burn you to the ground. I guess
they will,
Facebook.
Man. They're not playing. At the same time, just me being around in the last, I don't know how many, I've known you, 9 years?
Yeah.
So for most of that time, the more barbecue guys I meet that have known you a while, like you guys do talk shit to each other.
Oh,
It's like fun though.
And there's like Scott, Donnie, Bart,
even Travis.
Oh my gosh, there's too many to name.
Travis, Qualls,
Rick. Darren, Iowa Smoky D's. That's
All
the
of
shit
them, man.
talking to some bitch I've ever seen in my life.
He's probably saying that about you right now.
No, he is. The Jack Daniels, when we go to the Jack Daniels, oh my gosh. There's more shit talking going on there. There's the
cooking.
American Rule. It's so funny. It is so funny. One other thing I hate about it is there are some people that have come in and made a name for themselves, rightfully so, and now all of a sudden they consider themselves barbecue gods.
You got a complex.
So that it's just the way they kind of treat other people.
That ain't right.
No, man, it's not right. Not considering Mo Cason. I've known Mo for years and years, and him and I talked about this once. And it's like, who do you think you are? Like,
yeah, you didn't invent barbecue.
You didn't invent, but you came in, you did good, yay, man, great job. But why you got to start being an asshole to people?
Yeah, that's not how you got to where you're at.
No, but the funniest asshole is the one I like the most. The biggest asshole I like the most, and I love that he's an asshole, is Myron.
He can be an asshole all he wants.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun.
He's freaking
it's so fun to watch. We was
ninja.
A couple months ago, we was at a wedding, and Myron was there, and jeez, I can't. He had me laughing so hard, man. I was laughing my ass off. Oh, but I love it when he's an asshole to people.
Yeah, you gotta have some thick skin.
Yeah, but he's always been that way, man. Yeah. He's always been that way. I was next to him at the very first. I was next to him at the American Rule, back when it was held down on the downtown at the. Dang it, the Expo Center or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah,
I forgot.
Now it's at the racetrack.
I know, it sucks. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's the first time I met him. And Trig. First time I met Trig was at my very first competition. And that old bastard said to me, he said, "Don't get too close to that pit bull unless you can pay for it." I tell him, "You remember saying that?" "I didn't say that." "Oh, yes, you did."
I never said that.
Yeah. Oh, Johnny, man.
Oh, man.
He's
all right.
a great dude.
Last question.
You
kind of already answered this, but it might be funny to talk about some less than perfect cooks.
Oh,
but
man.
What's worse? The worst cook was the first one. I think everybody could say that. What's like, because we've all done this, like stuff you've cooked that you're like.
I screwed up some ribs the other day.
Oh, I did too. They were so bad.
And I sat there and I'm going, and I teach this in all of my videos. So when somebody says, "Hey man, I followed your recipe to the T and my ribs or my whatever was messed up," and I say, "No, you didn't." And they're like, "No, I did." And I'm like, "No, you didn't. I'm telling you didn't. I know you didn't. I know you didn't because I wrote the recipe and I don't half the time." And I can always look back and go, "Oh, man.
That's where it was."
And that's what I did the other day. I was like, "These ribs are salty as shit, man. What the hell?" Oh, I didn't wrap them with butter and you
just put a bunch of more rub in there, didn't
glaze. Yeah. No, I just rubbed shit out of them. Straight cooked them.
There you go.
And I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
I got a hold of some thin ones the other day. I knew they were thin, and I pushed them all together, Yeah. I mean, they were almost a rainbow in there. I was just trying to get them as plump as I could, and I was spritzing them because I tried to stretch it out. I was trying something different, and man, they just they were so thin. It's like that apple cider just seeped right through them. I mean, they were awful. Yeah. Like they had no consistency. They were just
spraying apple cider vinegar on them.
I was tenderizing them a little bit. I thought I was.
Shit. That's bullshit.
I was spritzing them. Come on, man. Texas, low and slow.
Oh, my gosh.
It's trendy right now.
I know it's trendy. And don't get me wrong. If your cooker runs at 225, your cooker runs at 225.
Yeah, that's the one I was cooking on. I won't name any names, but it does not like to go hot and stay hot. So I had to.
That Masterbuilt is a 225 king.
At $275, it's a king too.
Yeah. Man, I'll go against anybody, anytime, anywhere.
I'd love
with
to have
brisket
man,
off that thing.
They are ribs too. Yeah, we phoned them in one day. That was so worst cooks, best cooks. Sometimes you're just not thinking about it.
Yeah.
You're thinking, man, we could have average barbecue today. That'll be all right. We were cooking here, and we were all doing stuff. Busy day, back and forth. You're just lucky enough to get there in time to wrap them, and they're not burnt or anything.
Yeah.
And, man, we all sat down to eat, and we all dig in, and it was quiet. Like nobody was saying anything. It's like, oh, these taste pretty good to me. I wonder, and he's the best ribs we've ever had, and they were like, and we just it was kind of a surprise. Those weren't bad either.
Those were good, dude.
They were good. I was supervised, but
those were good, man.
I started with ribs. I got kind of hooked on that whole thing, just trying to make them better. But
I'm trying to think about the last thing I screwed up, other than the ribs were a little salty.
Should have given them a chuck.
There, my wife's got a rib in the sink.
That would, yeah, you're not even
oh, man. I'm like, just freaking pound it with sauce, man.
Oh, yeah, you'll never know.
It was still
that was like the time we were doing the reverse sear caveman style on that.
And I dropped it on the ground.
That porterhouse. That porterhouse cost, $150. They sent it to us. Well, I wish we still had the clip. I bet I could find it. It was raining.
It's still in Dropbox. I was digging through there. I changed another thumbnail the other day, and
oh man, I remember that. It was we had that hook, the barbecue hook, but it was a left-handed hook, and you were using it in your right hand.
Yeah.
So you were turning it out like that,
and
we got around the corner, and all the drainage from the roof of the building was coming right down by the firebox, and man, it fell just like it splashed. It just fell. Oh shit!
I've done that with a brisket at a competition.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
On the ground. On the freaking ground.
And those are not cheap.
No, it was a Wagyu too.
Yeah, you're not messing around.
I picked it up. I washed that baby off, re-rubbed it. Ended up getting, I think, third or fourth that day.
Man, yours just was so earthy. I don't know what you did.
It had this natural grassy taste.
You could taste the beef, man. It's like it had just eaten before they killed it.
Yeah. No, man, I've done a lot of I've had a lot of excellent cooks. I've had a lot of them. I was like, oh, stop. Everybody only gets one of these ribs, or or something like that. One of the funniest stories, Stephen Mullins, Dirk's boy.
Oh yeah,
we was at a competition in Tulsa, and he walked in. This is after turn-ins, and usually after briskets last, and it was all laying on the cutting board, and he walked in, and everybody wants to try your food, and I had a whole pile of burnt ends, and he said, "Hey, can I try one of your burnt ends?" I said, "Yeah." So he took a burnt end, and he froze. He goes, "Oh my gosh, that is the best burnt end I've ever had in my life." He goes, "If this is what you left, what did you turn in?" I said, "I didn't turn them in." He says, "What?" I said, "I didn't turn them in." He said, "Why not?" I said, "Man, them burnt ends are way too damn good to be giving them fat bastards."
These are for us. We worked for those.
He walked out of there. He went and got his dad. He went and got Dirk. He said, "He didn't even turn these in." Dirk said, "I'm glad you didn't turn them in because you'd have won."
There you go.
They were phenomenal. They were absolutely freaking phenomenal.
I think that does it for the barbecue legend.
All right.
This one ran a little long, but we had a lot of.
This is fun though.
Yeah, a lot of stories.
Yeah. Well, hey, I want to thank everybody for watching. Hey, and as always, do us a favor, tag a buddy, share this with somebody. We do this for free. We don't charge for it. So that is your price of admission. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening, and I'll catch you in the next episode.